Guys, what is going on this awesome Tuesday? It's been an awesome week. Like, I hope everybody's had an awesome week as well. It's Fence Week. What more can you ask for? Like, everything, 23 different cities, 24 different cities. I forget now. I done lost count. Fence Week is going on. It's been fun. It's been great so far. I'm pumped, as you can tell. I'm super pumped. Guys, we're working on my studio. I got my studio lights hooked up tonight. Slow progress. We're making slow progress. I'm busy, so at least you can see me well tonight. We'll take care of the echo by next week. We'll have some soundproofing up, and then after that's the sign, and then we're gonna redo the intro video. Got a couple things up my sleeve. But yeah, guys, so we have Mr. Jason Bame on from Cat 5 Gates and Florida's Fence Company on again. And we're going to give it another go around. He's my good buddy. But before we do that, we do have my wife's segment with his wife, Jessica Bame, who actually just got done working out in the field and building a fence today. So boom, there's that. Perfect guest on for tonight. So real quick, I do want to run through our sponsors, give huge shout outs and huge thanks to our sponsors. Of course, as always, Mr. Fence Academy, www.mrfenceacademy.com. Guys, go check it out. If you're looking to level up your fence game, just do it. Go do it. Go talk to Nico. Get yourself registered. And even if you don't want to join the academy, come to it. At least come to one of the trainings. Come to one of the trainings. They're awesome, y'all. National Metal Industries, www.nmifence.com. Go check them out while you're there. Ask Mr. Mike Levy for a mailer, badass mailers. You will never see another one like it, not unless you get one from Mr. Mike Levy. Last but not least, GURY, www.jcgury.com. Guys, go check them out. If you're in the market for a fence sign for your fences when you're done, best in the business, guys. We were just talking about them today at Fence Week. And I used a great example because I used a local company that was like $4 cheaper per sign. Did a great job, but my front yard fence has been up for 3 years and I had black signs. They're now white. JC GURY does not do that. Longest lasting fence signs in the game. Go check them out. Like I said, www.jcgury.com. I got my win and my loss for the week. They're both, I guess, coming off the top of my head because I didn't really plan this one out. We've been super busy. So I'm going to go with a win. The win for the week is Fence Week has been great despite the weather, despite had a couple people not show up. Still been awesome so far. My loss for the week, I'm going to have to go with I lost a pair of one of my favorite shorts. Can't find them anywhere. I know my wife's right here, sitting here watching on the backstage, probably saying, I know exactly where they're at. I can't find them. So that's going to be my loss for the week. But without further ado, we're going to get my wife on. It's her time for her segment, spotlighting the women in the fence industry. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on. We're going to see how she's been this past week. And then she's going to bring her guest on, and they're going to do their spotlight of the women in the fence industry. Guys, awesome segment. Super excited about it and what's upcoming with everything else. So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and bring her on. Hey, beautiful.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Long time no see, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Well, you have the action-packed guest on tonight. I know you're super excited about it.
I actually really am.
Yeah. Like, you want to give us a little feedback on how your past week was, how Fence Week is going?
Yes, I didn't get to go to the first day of training, but I did get to go today and make a little live, and everybody was super enjoying themselves and just really into the fencing.
Yeah.
I can't wait till tomorrow for no dig, but
Yeah.
so I do.
Hopefully you get there in time so that way I can have you drive some posts.
I want to drive a post.
That's my goal. That's my goal. Is for you to get there in time for you to drive some posts, because we're going to fly through it. I'm not going to lie to you. But without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to you. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna bring Miss Jessica Bame on real fast. I'm gonna
Yes.
say hello, and then I will give it to you until you give me the cue to come back, and then we'll run the commercial, and I'll have my good friend Mr. Jason Bame on.
All right.
So
Sounds
there we
good.
go.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah.
Don't we
How are
have
you,
a fun?
Jessica?
Good, good.
Good, good, good. Well, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Whenever you're done, babe, just give me the cue word, and we will keep on trucking. All right.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna root my.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm so glad to talk to you. And I'm so glad that I got to find out some things about you earlier. So I'm not in the dark.
Yes, definitely.
So I found out that you are 100% in the industry and in the field.
Yeah, that's kind of a newer thing. I mean, I've always filled in kind of where needed, but yeah, I kind of and I'm new to this business 2021 I think I came in. I'm actually a retired paramedic, so I knew nothing about the fence industry at all.
Oh, I love that though.
So when my husband asked me to work in the office, it was totally, I mean, I kind of took it upon myself to like start estimating and doing stuff like that, and kind of just jumped in full force and took over. And then just recently, every so often, I'll, jump in and help out in the field. And it's nice for me because every time I work in the field, I lose a little bit of weight. So it's actually a plus.
It's a win, ma'am.
I know. I'm like, ooh, I get to lose weight this week. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I run the office and I do the estimating, and I've been helping with the Cat 5 gate side of it as well, trying to help with that aspect as well. But kind of wherever he needs me, that's where I am.
That's fair. That's actually where I'm at this point. I just moved over to the fence industry out of the accounting industry. So I get that.
And now you probably notice every single fence when you're driving in the car, because that's what happened to me. And you're like, oh, that's a horrible fence. Oh, that's a good fence. And you're like, gosh, well, my life wasn't like this, forever ago. But now that's all my life is.
So funny story. Yes, but it's not just me. It's my kids.
Oh, really?
They'll be like, Dad, did you see that fence?
That's too funny.
He was like, of course I saw that fence. Did you see it? And then they'll just start talking about it.
It's funny how it's like your mind, you didn't notice fences before at all. You're just like, oh, no big deal. But now it's like everything. It's like, oh, look at that one. Look at that one,
Absolutely. I'm like, babe, I love that house. He's like, that fence is garbage.
That's what he goes to right away.
And I'm like, okay, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But you have a little one interested too, right?
Yeah, Layla. Well, both of them are kind of, interested in general. Like we talk about all the time. We're joking around, be like, oh yeah, are you gonna get in the family business? And the oldest is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work in the field. The youngest is like, I don't want to. I'll work in the office, Mom. I'm like, okay, I'm right there with your girlfriend.
We need both sides. That's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. She's actually in her room right now. She was gonna join us, but she's dog sitting right now.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought she was gonna come say hi.
I did too, but now she's dog sitting and she's babysitting her doll. Yeah.
And so all right, so since I've gotten into the industry, I've realized I want to build a fence. So when I go out tomorrow to the job site, I do plan on doing some type of building a fence. Have you gotten there?
Yeah, I was up until, oh gosh, the last like month or two, I had just done wooden fences. And it was really like, for some reason, every time horizontal fence came up, I had to jump in. I don't know why. It always happened that way. And then recently we did like a commercial chain link job. And then today was another commercial chain link job. But this one was different today, which was nice because it had plated posts, so we had to like drill into concrete, and it was just totally different. But it was way easier, and I didn't have to dig any holes, so it was nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, heck yeah, now I can do these all the time because I don't have to dig any holes.
I'm not gonna lie, the last two have been dig and set, and I was like, oh, tomorrow's no dig. I want to do tomorrow.
I know. As soon as you said that, I'm like, oh, I feel her. Because yeah, no dig would be so much better than digging. It's just so messy and it's pretty strenuous. But hey, it's a good workout too if you have to.
Fair.
Yeah.
And so is there any aspect that you just absolutely adore about the industry? Like, this is my favorite part.
I would have to say, I mean, just recently with like the women of FWA and stuff like that was pretty awesome. You know, how everybody came together and
Yes.
And to see like how many women are in this industry, because it's really, you know, I mean, obviously most people know this is a men's industry. It's construction. Most construction is a men's thing. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see a different, I know, but it's nice to see a change. And I think that's like why I like doing estimation, because I'm one of the only women in our area that gets out in the field. And it's funny because they'll be like, oh, when's the guy coming? And my office girl's like, it's a girl. And they're like, oh, that's different. And sometimes, I mean, some people welcome it. Other people will be like, well, does she know what she's doing? And they'll ask me questions and they're like, man, you're really knowledgeable. I'm like, yeah, I am. Thank you. I know what I'm doing. And if I don't, I find out, you know, but it is nice to see women getting involved in that kind of stuff and show that like, hey, anybody can do it. I mean, yes, it's hard work, but I think that all women in this industry do need credit where credit is due.
And that's fair. And that's the whole point that I like to highlight a woman every week, because we are there.
Yeah. Even if you're not actively in the business like I am, you're the backbone. You know what I mean? Like, you're constantly there. If it's your husband or boyfriend or whatever, you're his backbone to, you know, supporting him or, you know, anything just to push him through, you know, because not every day is great. You know, there's a lot of Mondays in there. So it's nice because, you know, everybody, I think all the women, you know, even in the backfield, you know, and on the back burner, they deserve, you know, credit as well, because they're there hearing about their day, you know, when they get home, and they're, you know, there when they're like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't, you know, my legs are hurting, my arms are hurting, everything's hurting, you know, the days like that.
And that's why I like to support the women in the industry, the women behind the industry, raising the industry, all of them, all of the above.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Michaela, hi, Pumpkin.
Hello.
But yes, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, it's just it's nice to see other women in this industry and everybody supporting each other. And you know, you don't have that in a lot of places, you know, and there's just definitely a camaraderie between the women, and everybody was very welcoming. The first time I went to the fence show. Yeah, the fence show. So it was nice. I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool. This is my first time here, and I'm, you know, very welcome. Yeah, so it's nice, you know, and I enjoy it. I don't get to do, you know, as many like meetings with everybody and everything, just because life is hectic. But it's nice to, you know, be able to talk with other women in this industry.
That is absolutely fair. Life is absolutely hectic.
Yeah, you know, as kids.
I try to tune in as much as I can as well. So I feel that I'm trying to do better. I am trying to do better, ladies. And I'm trying to network further and meet as many people as I can.
Yeah.
And learn as many things as I can, because we can never learn enough. Let's be real.
And it's a lot. I mean, there's so many different aspects, especially like there's different styles of fences. And every year they come out with a new one or, oh, hey, let's try this or let's try that, and then it's never ending.
New styles, new toys, new tools.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody comes up with a new tool and then you got to try that out and see if it's better and everything like that. It's like, okay. But yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you came on with me. I really was looking forward to Layla, but it's okay. Tell her.
I will.
And I know she had a dog sit. That's fair. I have 3, so I get it.
Yeah, the dog's a little annoying.
Out.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I had to kick my 3 out, so I get it. I'm so glad you came on with me, Jessica.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure. So we're like best friends now. So
right.
But Billy, are you ready?
I'm always ready. What you talking about? Well, guys, ladies, that was wonderful. I very much appreciate that. Jessica, it was very nice meeting you in Las Vegas. Can't wait to see you in Salt Lake City.
Yes, it was nice seeing you in Vegas as well.
Yeah. And hopefully our booths are right next to each other again, because
I think that's the plan. I think we will be close again
I was working
for
the
Salt Lake
fence
City.
booth, then you were right there, right off to my right.
Yep.
You were actually the first person that were like, "Hey, there's a concession stand back there." So I was like, "Man, I'm starving." You come up with a hot dog and nachos. I was like, "Where'd you get that?"
Where'd you get that food?
Hey, it's a profession, man. You got to know where the food is right away.
There we go. There we go. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Y'all did a wonderful job. We're going to roll a commercial. We got about 45 seconds to a minute, and then we're going to come back with my man, Jason Bame, and we're going to do the damn thing.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Again, ladies. I didn't already have it pulled up. Sorry, y'all. You get to stare at me.
National Metal Industries, a family-owned business for 70-plus years, has grown to be recognized for their ability to deliver on not just privacy slats for fence, but all types of fence products. National Metal Industries has all the hardware and tools to get the fence professional in and out of their job with the most ease possible. You can count on National Metal Industries for the most convenient resources in fence products. Visit nmifence.com for more information. As we like to say, you can always pick it right at National.
Oh man, I was so needed. I fucking love that commercial every single time. I freaking love it. But guys, this is Jason Bame, Cat 5 Gates. I'm repping my Cat 5 Gate shirt right now. Oh, look at that. We're twinsies.
Yeah.
We are
got the long sleeve version going on. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's getting a little chilly down there for us Florida boys. So
Yep.
It's like I'm rocking the long sleeve tonight. Man, we're going to give this another try, brother.
Yeah.
We're going to start fresh, start with a clean slate. First and foremost, how has your last 7 days been?
It's been pretty good, man, all in all. Starting to get busier finally. We've had around our area for the last, month and a half. It's been pretty slow. I think it's reaching up to the election or whatever the case may be, honestly. No. So thankfully, everyone's been kind of starting to spend a little bit of money and we're starting to get busy again. So just been kind of focusing on work and trying to grow the businesses, man. Honestly, it's been my last couple of months was what I've been trying to do.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. How about yourself?
Man, it's been good, bro. It's been busy as hell, but getting ready for Fence Week was an all-week thing, an all-weekend thing. But just being 2 days into it, that's already gone, right?
Right.
So just being able to train people, I got 2 guys who had never put a fence in ever. So, just being able to talk to them this morning and be like, hey guys, now that you've had time to digest it, did you learn something yesterday? And I'm like, dude, we learned a whole lot. And I was like, awesome. Right. Man, that's all I really care about is if you learn something. I don't care if you like me, None of that shit. All I'll carry is if you learn something. Got a lot going on in the entire world tonight. We got the election going on, guys. If you haven't voted, it's already too late, but I hope you got out there and voted. I don't give a shit who you're voting for. We're not here to talk about politics, but make sure you vote. In Florida, you know, I am gonna say yes on 3. Yes on 3, Florida. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's about damn time to follow the rest of the nation, right?
That's right. That's right, man.
Regardless of that, guys, make sure that you got time away from the defense industry to go vote because it matters, right? Like at the end of the day, like it really does matter. I know a lot of people say that it doesn't matter and your vote's not counted and all this blase. Like at the end of the day, man, just
it makes a big difference, man. It's your duty. It's your duty as a citizen to go do this. You know what I'm saying?
Citizen, right?
Yeah, it really is. This is a lot of people have local elections also. And this is a way to make your voice heard as well. You know, these local elections affect your life more than the presidential election does. So,
dude, they absolutely freaking do, man.
Yeah, they make all your rules, all your regulations, all the stuff we hate, all the stuff we want to say not to do this or that. Man, these local officials, the guys that put it in place for the most part. So these races mean a lot to me because they make a change in my life. So, yeah, voting is very important, no matter how you want to cut it up, man.
Absolutely, guys. Vote. I don't give a shit who you vote for because I probably still like you if you vote for someone that I don't vote for, okay?
That's right.
Day, I'm a grown-ass fucking man, and I'm not going to let your feelings or your opinions make my judgment on you on that, okay?
That's right.
That's just how I am. I don't give a shit who you vote for. Just go vote. Okay.
I think most adults feel that same way, man. Is the fact that you just vote, just cast your opinion, and that's all that really matters. And most guys let bygones be bygones and don't let this stuff get in the way. And I think that's how it should be. It shouldn't affect your personal, your business, or any other relationship you have, based on or how you vote for. Honestly, it's like you said before. It's important just to go out and vote and show your voice. So
yeah. All right. Well, before we move on, we're going to get to some of these comments. They are stacking up. I know I've showed a couple of them, guys, but we are going to shout them back out just for commenting because the engagement means everything, guys. If you are liking what you see, comment. Just say, hey, man, we're watching from blase, or say whatever you want to. Feel free to ask us questions. If I see a question, I will post it up on here and we will answer it, all right? So first and foremost, we got Isaac Alexander. He's been watching every week for at least a month. I'm thinking probably closer to 2 months, guys. Thank you for watching every single week, Mr. Alexander. We got you hooked up with Chris last week, so hopefully that's going well. He says, hey, good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing awesome as well. And then next he says, your bid helper checking in, guys. And really go check out what he's got to offer, guys. If you're doing commercial bid takeoffs, and you're kind of lost, even if you're familiar with this, the stuff takes time, right? So,
hours. Some of these takeoffs, man, take hours, dude. Like we do some big commercial jobs, and I know that we're sitting here until 9, 10 o'clock sometimes at night trying to work on takeoffs. Yeah. And I know I'm not the only one doing this, so I know his services can come in handy too.
No, dude, you're not. I mean, actually, Chris actually texted me last week during last week's show, and he was like, hey, tell him to message me. I was like, all right.
Right.
Our salesman, Josh, was over there pulling his brains out because he was trying to download a program to make a commercial bid, but his computer kept crashing.
Right.
So he couldn't get the program. He was like, oh, my God.
A lot of our times, too, man, the files are so big that you have to go through, sometimes 300, 400, 500 pages to find, the 1 or 2 pages you need to look through. So it's
scope of work
taxing that way as well. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And then we got Mr. Zachary Vandervoort. Hey, y'all. What is going on, buddy? Thank you for watching, man. I know Amanda misses you. I know you miss Amanda. This is her old coworker at ProClean. So
okay,
they were good buddies. We got Mr. Sean King in the house. He says, what's up? What is going on, man? I hope I perfected your pose earlier with the picture. I got it almost right. I was laughing a little bit too much because
Did your training go well today?
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
good.
Yeah, man, it went well, bro. It poured for like 30 minutes, like solid poured.
Right.
Just out of nowhere, it was sunny, and then boom, it just started pouring, right? Like it's Florida.
Yep.
And, so we all gathered in the trailer, and I used that as a time to, like, let's talk about like what we did yesterday. Let's talk about what you guys missed yesterday. Maybe two of y'all were over there running pickets while we were hanging gates. Let's talk about that. And we went.
Good time to do that.
Excuse me, I'm choking on my own spit. But no, so we went through yesterday, and I asked each and every person, I said, what do you think that you missed yesterday? And I got a group of guys saying, hey, I missed, really being able to run pickets by myself more than just a section. Hey, I missed the gate being hung completely because I was running pickets. And I was like, all right, cool. So now we know these three guys need to come over here, and these three guys need to come over here today. So that way we can flip-flop. So it was really good. Met a lot of local connections as well, because we do have some local competition.
Sure.
Like coming in here, but at the end of the day,
Now, are they taking advantage of the training as well and coming to it to see how you guys are building fence?
Well, that's what we're doing. Is we had 19 people show up or sign up, but first day we had I think 8 people show up. Yesterday, a couple people, or today a couple people chose not to come. We were doing the same thing. Like dig and set wood for like Monday and Tuesday, but I did that on purpose just to make sure that everybody caught everything, because when you're flying through these jobs, and I picked small jobs on purpose. That way, we can go through spurts. We can knock this out for an hour, and then we can take a 15-minute break and we can talk about it, and then we can knock that out for an hour and take a 15-minute break and talk about it. And so I did that on purpose, so that way. Because I knew
that way you don't overload everyone with all the information, because it's ridiculously complex. Yeah. Especially if you've never done a fence before. Like if you're coming in this blind, I'm like, I getting into this 10 years ago, man, I never even thought of fences were this complicated in my life. And through self-teaching and having mentors, what I'm saying, it's come a long way. But man, when you first start diving into this stuff, it's like, oh yeah, I can build a fence. And you realize, man, I can't build shit. And like, it's like, I thought I could. It's like, you go through those trials and those tribulations, man, but it's wild. Like, I think it's good that you did that though, because trying to retain all that after you have a base, you're good, but you have to get that base first.
So we did a run-of-the-mill square backyard yesterday. Today, we were patching in places where the client didn't have an existing fence from their neighbor. So we put fence in 4 different spots today. So I got a good grasp on, who didn't get what on Monday and who got this on Monday. And I was able to flip-flop everybody and say, hey, you didn't get a good chance with the beaver yesterday because this guy really got really in tune with it, and he was just going to town with it. So let's have you on the beaver, and let's have you setting post, you setting up the equalizer, this and this. It was great. And excuse me, as I say, like if it's not raining, we're not training, right?
Right.
It pretty much sprinkled on us the entire day, but it got done.
Yep. Our day was like that yesterday too, man. It was pretty much just a constant sprinkle. So that makes for pretty bad days, but I'll take it over 90-something degrees any day of the week, though. I'll be honest with you. I'll take a little sprinkle.
I will take that. Although I'll admit it, and I know all of you northern folks, you're going to clown on me, but I can't stand the cold weather.
Oh, man. I moved away from up north for a reason, bro. I used to live in Ohio. Ain't no way. Nope.
No way, son. And now that it's getting to around 70 degrees, when it rains,
it's chilly. It's chilly, man.
The rain's super cold, man.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yep.
And y'all can all make fun of me who are super used to it up north, but like, bro, like once it gets 70 degrees and it starts raining on you, it gets cold out there.
It's freezing, man.
But we're gonna run through the rest of the comments, guys. And oh man, we got one of my best friends in the industry, Miss Susan K. Worley. Hey y'all, hey girl, how are you? Are you gonna make it to my fence week? Because I didn't see you in any of the homeless videos. If you're still watching, make the drive over to my Pensacola. We're gonna be pounding poles tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. All right, Mr. Isaac Alexander, he is talking back to what the ladies were speaking about, and he says, "Get those shoulders working." If I don't have to dig a hole, I won't. I'm not gonna lie.
Same, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
You and I had this conversation the other night. I can't believe that your guys would rather dig holes than pound poles.
It's Florida, man. It's pretty easy digging, so I'll have to give them that. But you know, that's what they prefer, that, man. So they go quick, and I can't really complain. We don't have many complaints, so you know, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna fix what's not broken, kind of, you know. So I mean, we have the option. We have the option to do it. When we have some customers that want to pound posts and stuff of that nature. We have the capabilities, and the guys have the knowledge of it. That when given the option, they just choose to dig and set, and that's their preferred method of installing fence. So kind of like how Victor Vasquez or something like that does it. There's 100 ways to skin a cat, right? He likes his way, and everyone has their own preference. So more power to him.
You know, and that's something that I was like telling the like attendees today. I was like, you know, guys, like I know I'm a stickler for training, and you know, we're having 4 stacks of 4 like of pickets, and this goes here and this goes there, and I'm like, look, I understand if one little piece of this puzzle doesn't work for your company. Okay, that makes sense. What I want you to do is take what you can use and use it.
Right.
If you can't use it efficiently, drop it.
Right.
Because not everything's going to work for everybody at the same time. Not all processes, not all procedures, they're not all going to work for the same company, or we're going to have like a hard time getting people on board. Well, you have a knowledge difference too, because you're talking about 2 different completely methods of setting a fence, and you have to set it up correctly both ways, and you have to have the knowledge to do that. And if not, you can fail miserably doing that. Absolutely. So like utilizing the keys that you're given during this fence week, I think that it allows people to expand their install capabilities, because they're learning new techniques without having to go spend a $3,000, you know, $3,500 on a pounder like I did, just to say, hey, I think I might do this a little bit, and to come to find out my guys don't like it, but we still keep it just in case. You know, not everyone needs to do that, but I think it's a good option to have, and a good tools in the toolbox to know how to install a fence several different ways. Right. I completely agree. All right, so we're getting on to some more comments. We're going to run through these. Let's see. We got Mr. Mike Levy, National Metal Industries, guys. www.nmifence. Another chance to shout you out. He says, hey, what's going on, sir? We got Miss Michaela Patterson from High Point Companies, and I still wear your hat every single day. It's just something about bashing tonight. So there we go. And then Mr. Mike Levy says, thank you. You are very, very welcome, sir. Susan says, are y'all purposely both wearing red? Well, I did laundry last night, and the wife was like, don't you have Jason Bame on tomorrow? And I said, yeah. And she was like, well, you need to wash your Cat 5 shirt. What? She was like, you need to pick your Cat 5 shirt up out of the laundry bin and wash it. I was like, oh, you're right. Thank you for that. So I didn't know Jason was going to be wearing his exact same shirt, but we're twinsying tonight. Yeah. I even wore this shirt fishing on like Sunday, which is why I had to wash it, because it smelled like dead fish. Hey, but, it's a good fishing shirt, man. The dry fit, so it's great for that. Bro, it is, man. Yeah. I wear Finch shirts a lot. Same. Like when I go fishing, because they're long sleeve and hooded for the most part. So I'm not even trying to say that, oh man, you got downgraded to my fishing shirt, bro. I wear all sorts of Finch shirts while I'm fishing. I look like Mr. Fence Academy fishing team.
Hey, man, how I look at it, advertisement doesn't matter where it's at.
There we go. There we go.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got a new commenter. I have not seen this person before. PM Contractors. He says, boom. Sorry, I didn't click it. Hey, can we see who has good products, PVC, aluminum that can deliver to the East Coast? I guess I should have read that first. I mean, I guess, yeah, we can kind of get into that on some of the fence pages. So
yeah, I think that's a better place for that, just because there's so many options for guys out there. I mean,
Yeah,
you're asking for both for PVC and aluminum. You're talking about two completely different distributors possibly as well.
yeah.
So I mean, I think that'd be best, suited for one of the pages, and ask those guys there. I'm sure they'll jump all over it.
Hell yeah. And then, Susan says she won't make it. Or to home. Not a sick. Hey, well, I hope my little buddy, even though I never met him, he was cool as shit on the phone. Like, I hope he gets better, Susan.
Yes,
I really
definitely.
do. And that is understandable. All right, let's see. We got PM Contractors again says, I have a Bobcat N52 with earth auger bit, goes through rock, tree roots, best ever. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Bobcat.
I run an MT100 with the auger bit all the time. I love it. Same. I think it's the best investment I ever had. I have to
I was
agree.
telling guys today, a mini skid steer is like gold in the fence industry. And they were like, well, how does it compare to the Little Beaver? And I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Little Beaver will dig 3 holes to the 1 hole that the Bobcat MT100 will dig, but it'll wear your ass out a whole lot faster.
Yep.
You
trade
one for the other. You trade speed for, not being tired out, but
what else can the MT100 or MT52 carry? I mean, it can carry your wood, it can carry your concrete, carry your pickets, it can carry. I mean, it goes through roots and everything else. I mean, it's not only a game changer on site, but it helps enable you to develop a yard and to develop a business based off not having to buy multiple pieces of equipment like a forklift and a Bobcat, or a front end loader and something else. You only have to have one tool that can cover several different options that you need for an actual business and not just for the field. So it's a versatile tool.
Absolutely. And the only thing I will say about that, guys, is if you got multiple crews and you have multiple Bobcats, what I will say right now is have one guy trained on the Bobcat. And he's the only person that runs it. Okay?
Yep.
Because you will run into, oh, hey, Trent's over there. We need to move the Bobcat. And somebody moves the Bobcat and they make a turn. They make a 0-degree turn in a very nice backyard. You're like, dude.
Someone's buying some sod.
Someone's doing some grading.
Well, heaven forbid if you're on a hill, man. If you're on a hill, those things can tip over. If you don't know how to, I mean, those are big money investments that you don't want to let any, schmuck have a hold of, honestly. I mean, that's quite frank. You want to let your trusted guys do that job. And it's for a reason, because those things, when they go south, they're expensive. And, I don't want that bill. I'm sure no other owner wants that bill. So I'm sure no one wants to make that call to an owner either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, right. Hey, man,
yeah.
I took the MT over. So and they get to go home, and you're like, the MT got tipped over. So that means I'm going to need an oil change, fuel filter change. I'm probably going to have to let it sit for a couple days before I start it up.
And that's if he turned it off as soon as it dropped, because if not, you're buying a new engine.
Yep. So, and these are $40,000 machines. I mean, for the most part,
they're no jokes. I mean, dude, the used ones are even expensive now. I mean, I don't know what the market goes for because I haven't bought one for a while, but I can imagine they're upwards of $10,000 for an adequately, used Bobcat or MT100 or old Dingo or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely, they are. But they are gold, but you have to learn how to use them right. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to keep on going down the line. Mr. Robert Evers, man, Two Smooth Operators, guys. They have a podcast as well. And, hey, man, it might be weird for me promoting somebody else's podcast. But, bro, it's all love here, guys. Go check out Two Smooth Operators. We got Mr. Michael Brooks, Robert Evers. I don't know what night y'all are on. kind of takes away from that. But yeah, go check them out.
It sounded good up until then, man.
Yeah, right. But he says, I will be installing my Cat 5 gate frame I won a few weeks ago.
That's right.
Which I was saving that comment. Guys, we are doing a giveaway. I haven't quite figured out what we're doing for the giveaway, but we're going to have a Cat 5 gate frame giveaway. I will drop the details no later than Friday, guys. Let me get through fence week. It's either going to be guess how much is in this bucket or share.
We'll figure something out. I think we should do something like that. I think you should do something like that with your podcast to try to grow this thing. So that's how you should go about doing this. I think you should focus on that, and we'll do the we'll get a count a bucket for another day. I think we should figure out how to grow your podcast the best we can.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Save, share, all that stuff. I think that's what's up.
Yeah, guys, like, follow, share, comment. We'll do something like that. But guys, stay tuned. No later than Friday. At the end of the day, Friday, I will have it all completely ironed out, and we're going to be doing a Cat 5 gate frame giveaway. So you guys that are watching, you guys that are listening, stay tuned. It is coming up.
So I have a little positive to add to that. So I've this week it's been pretty crazy because I'm trying to plan a trip to Ohio real fast for some family stuff, and I got a call yesterday, which was pretty good on my end. So I think we'll be starting to powder coat our gate frames probably the next month. So we'll be offering that service as well. I know a lot of people that I've spoken to at the fence shows that was one of their main concerns is when's it going to be powder coated. Well, we're going to be starting to do that, I would imagine, within the next month. So that's a very big positive for us and our team. And what we get to offer you guys is a little bit better of a product, an end result. So I think that's going to be good for us, and the pricing won't be too heavy on that end since we're doing it in house, which is really nice also.
I love it, man. I freaking love it, guys. And if you haven't ever tried out a Cat 5 gate frame, guys, I've installed 6 of them now. They're freaking awesome. Out of the box, they're rackable. What, 3 inches?
6 inches out of the box.
6 inches out of the box.
Yep.
And guys, this is an all freaking aluminum frame. It's routed. It's routed so it fits perfectly together, and you can rack it 6 inches out of the box. What more can you ask for, man? Like, seriously, like, it's freaking awesome, guys. Go check them out. What's your website again?
cat5gates.com. You guys can also email me, cat5gatesfl@gmail.com. Or you can call me directly at our office at 321-522-6909.
There we go. There we go, guys. That's it. And if you did not get that information, guys, feel free to send me a message. Feel free to reach out to Jason. I will get you linked up with Jason if you send me a message. Cat 5 gate frames is the way to go. I can't wait till you guys get something going on with some vinyl. You get some of those.
Got some stuff in the works. We're actually working with Sean on some stuff on that too. So yeah.
Oh, trust me, I know. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Sean told me. So I'm excited. All right, so we do have. I need to get to this. Mr. Mike Levy says, Mr. PM Contractors, give Mike Levy a call tomorrow, please. NMIFence.com. PM Contractors, go do that. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. We actually just ordered some privacy slats for high steel fence from Mr. Mike Levy at www.nmifence.com last week. Awesome stuff, awesome products, nationwide shipping. Go check them out, y'all.
Quick shipping too. We bought a couple of things from him as well. Yeah, so very quick shipping. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. But guys, we are nearing up the end of the time. We got about 10 minutes left. So bro, give us a quick rundown on what made you start Cat 5 gate frames. Like, I know we've talked about the gate frames now, but like we haven't seen like the push behind it. And just give a little bit of insight to our viewers here on why they should buy your gate frames, how the company was built, blase.
Sure. Well, we started building gate frames like everyone else out of wood, and did that for a while. Realized a lot of failures with it because we're down here in the heat. Everything bows, bends, twists, and warps down here because of the humidity. So we were trying to figure out an alternative to steel because it was just as heavy as what wood was. So we started coming up and using aluminum. We used it in a couple different ways, different formations of how to put the gate together pretty much, and decided to go and try to build it how a vinyl gate is built, but out of aluminum. So you can still have the same rackability out of it. It doesn't get affected by the weather. It doesn't get affected by anything. Honestly, it takes all of that, the problems you have with your wood frame gates out of the equation. It's about half the weight. We weigh about 25 pounds for a 5-foot gate before you add pickets. And that's a comparison to about 54 to 56 pounds for a PT gate you put together in the field as well. Timing was another thing. Time is money in our industry. It takes a proficient guy about an hour to build these gates, to build a wood frame gate in the field, where ours takes about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how proficient you are with a rivet gun. We're set up for it. We have pneumatic tools where we put our gates together with pickets on there in about 20 minutes. So the $25 more it cost me to do this with an aluminum frame, I've saved already on my time installing it. And now I know I don't have to go back and warranty this gate because it's never going to sag. It's not going to bow, not going to warp, not going to nothing. So I've saved money in a lot of different aspects. And that was kind of the driving force behind it was how do I stop callbacks? Initially was my thought process, and looked at all of our callbacks, and they were mainly gate callbacks because of the issues we discussed prior. And since we've started using this process, probably about 6, 7, 8 years ago, our callbacks have become none with gates. Like we just don't have any issues anymore. And it's actually opened up a whole nother, I guess, facet of our business to where we never used to do gate repairs before, but now we do take them on because I can set Friday up for one of my crews to go out and knock out 10 gates in a day, and I make twice as much money as I would have if I would have had them installing fences. So it's kind of come around full circle for us to where it's opened up a different side of our business as well. But the good thing is everything's made in America. All the product is sourced an American product. Even the rivets are aluminum too. So this whole system it's not going to rust, corrode, nothing. So that's kind of the, I guess, long convoluted portion of the story of why I did it.
Oh yeah, man, I love
because
it.
we have gate issues. Everyone has gate issues. That's the main reason why I did it. And the money obviously was the other reason of how can I make money and or save money. And
Right.
Luckily it's been a win-win for both of those things.
Nice. Well, I love your product, man. I know a lot of people around the country love your product, guys. But what I want to do is get more people on this Cat 5 gate frame, guys. If you are installing wood fences, just give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, the 5-foot gates start out. I mean, if you buy one gate, starts out about $150 for a 5-foot gate. So I'll go through this also. So they rack 6 inches out of the box, but you can get up to a 14-inch rack per gate on these gates. They're cut down. You can cut them down width-wise also. So let's say you have your 5-foot opening, but your guys messed up and set it to, 58 inches or something like that. Typically, you would have to go back and either re-weld your gate or rebuild your gate. Well, with this system, you can just take your saw, the same saw you were cutting your 2x4s with, rip the horizontal pieces down, and now you have a width adjustable gate that can go in any opening under 5 foot. So if you have an oddball opening, or if your guy's messed up, or if there's a pipe in the ground, a root in the ground, and you have to offset one of those 2 posts, you're not having to spend another day to go get a gate, or having your shop make another gate, or anything else. You can make it on site. You can make it to the grade on site, and you don't have any issues. And your fence will go. Your gate will go in the same line that your fence goes in, and not stick out like a sore thumb. And that's what we're ultimately trying to do as professionals, is to give the best product to our customer. And I think this allows you to do that and offer a lifetime warranty to your customer for a very solid product.
Absolutely, man. And I freaking love them. Like I said, you guys, if you want to get that 14 inches of rack, get you a tension brace. It works. I promise you it works. I was about to say, because I was gonna say over the 6 inches of rack, and I was like, no.
Yeah, it's just a little modification, but yeah, it's 6 inches out of the box, so you can get up to 14 inches if you just modify it a little bit, and it's not, honestly, as a fence contractor, it's easily done.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Well, hey, dude, we are coming up on time. It's about 8:21. Like, you got any closing thoughts for us, dude?
Not much, man. Just like Sean says, take care of your team +1. And I appreciate your time, though, man, because what you guys do and the Fence Academy does, keeping this stuff going, man, it's making the industry better as a whole. So I appreciate what all of you guys are doing. So thank you.
Anytime, brother. Anytime, man. And hey, bro, I love that we had a flawless episode this time, dog.
No food poisoning. No food poisoning. Yeah.
Redeeming ourselves. No food poisoning. Guys, go check out Mr. Jason Bame, www.cat5gates.com. Order yourself a gate. Don't look back, all right? And with that said, you have yourself a wonderful rest of your night, man, and we'll be in touch soon, all right?
Thanks, buddy. You too.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Awesome show tonight. Freaking loved it. Guys, we still got 3 days of Fence Week left. And if you have not signed up, go sign up. There's still 2 days of infield training left, 1 day of business class. Go get yourself signed up. If you can't make it, get yourself signed up for an actual training, guys. Spend some money on yourself. Spend some money on your business. Get yourself trained. Do things better. Make more money. Be more efficient. And, bro, that's all I got to say, man. I sure hope y'all voted tonight. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday night. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. We got Mr. Chris Steele in that corner next week. And yes, I'm announcing it because he didn't put it on his calendar last time. I'm calling you out. Chris Steele next Tuesday, 7:30, sitting right here next to me. It's going to be a great show, guys. Don't miss it. I'll see y'all next Tuesday.